everybody. Just a quick reminder, we do still have a mask ordinance in the state of Colorado. Only you can exempt yourself from this in the four corners of your mat. So under that exemption, I'll be wearing no mask today, naked face. We're going to start laying down on our backs. And today's practice is all about belly breath. Those of you who know me know that I've got a mild obsession with breath. And a lot of times, if we're only breathing into our lungs, we're missing about half of the power that we can utilize within our breath. So we'll work with our diaphragm for the first couple of minutes in our practice, and then we'll see if we can translate that power into the rest of our movements as well. But before we do anything or change anything, just take a moment to close your eyes down and notice the environment around you. First, just notice the sounds, the hum of the air, the sound of my voice. Notice the temperature of air on your skin. Notice the texture of clothes on your upper body, on your lower body. Notice the texture of breath as it passes in and out of your nose or mouth. Notice how that texture moves from your nose to your throat and into your lungs. If you're fairly new to breath practice, or if it would be helpful to rest one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart, sometimes this just allows us to gauge how much the belly is moving when we breathe. And again, for just a moment, without changing your breath, I want you to just notice how much your belly is moving when you breathe. It's okay if it's not moving very much. It's okay if it's moving a lot. All we want to start off with this morning is a sense of awareness. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths. Breathe as deep as you can in through your nose and out of your mouth. Again, big good morning breath. All the way out. One more time, as deep as you can. All the way out. Excellent. Now just breathe through your nose and see how much you can get your belly to lift. Inhale, fill your belly and only your belly. Try to get your belly button to move towards the ceiling. And exhale out of your belly. Pull your belly button towards your spine or towards the earth. Excellent. Again, inhale, fill your belly. Try to get it to lift. Try to get it to expand like a balloon. Exhale out of your belly. Pull your belly button to your spine. Pull it towards the earth. Good. 2 more rounds. Inhale, fill up with a little bit more gusto, as much as you can fill up, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable. Exhale out of your belly. Pull it towards your spine. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Use your abdominal muscles to pull it in. One more time. Inhale, fill all the way up. A little bit more this time, just 10% more. Exhale out of your belly. Pull it towards your spine. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Excellent. This time, fill your belly, fill your ribs, fill your chest for a full 3-part breath. All of your lungs, all of your diaphragm full. Exhale, breathe out of your lungs, breathe out of your diaphragm as deep as you can. Beautiful. Let's take a stretch for the front and back of the room. Inhale, big good morning stretch. And exhale, hug your knees into your chest. And just find some free movement for the next 30 seconds. Do what your body wants to do. If that means going for a twist, rocking and rolling side to side, happy baby, or maybe just making your way into tabletop whenever you're ready. That's where we're headed, but there's no rush to get there. So as we go through our practice today, I want you to keep your attention, or at least remind yourself to notice your belly breath as we go through the practice. If you're joining us online and you want to get the playlist synced up, the playlist is called Yoga Spaghetti Flow, named after our boy cat. The first song is called Elixir, and if you're ready to press play, let's hit it in 3, 2, 1. Once in tabletop, let's just go for a gentle wrist stretch. Turn your fingertips towards the sides of the room, let your wrists face inwards, and just give yourself some side-to-side movement. And then begin taking it into circular movement. So maybe moving forward and back, moving left and right. And then if you are going in circles, go ahead and switch directions with your circles. Excellent. Now go to the backs of your hands, fingertips towards your knees, just on the back of hands now. Option to tuck your toes under here if that helps give you some more control. Don't forget to breathe. It's easy to hold our breath here. Good. Unwind your hands, and with your next inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Find some movement in your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, maybe even in your neck. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm all the way through to the left side of the room as far as you can. And then when you think that you've reached as far as you can, try reaching another inch or two. Let the weight of your body create compression for your arm into the earth. An option to modify here if you want to extend your left arm forward or bring it behind your back for a bind. We're here for 3 more breaths. Inhale, fill your right shoulder with air. And breathe out of your right shoulder. 2 more breaths. Find your edge. Last full round as deep as you can breathe in. All the way out. Set up to unwind. Inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Find some free movement in all of your arm joints. And then with your exhale, release your hand to the earth. Next inhale, left arm open. Find some movement in your arm. And with your exhale, thread your arm all the way through to the right side of the room. Then try to reach another inch or two. Let the weight of your body create compression. Find your modifications. A few of us are new to practicing together. We've all done yoga before though, so that's a great place to start. But in case you're new to practicing with me, there's just a few things that I want to mention before we get into the flow. First is that safety is of utmost importance. If you ever have any injuries or if you just feel the desire to skip or modify any postures, you're more than welcome to. I will encourage you to push towards some healthy levels of discomfort, but if you ever feel pain, I want you to skip or modify the posture. Let's take 1 more breath here. Inhale, fill your left shoulder with as much air as you can. Exhale, breathe out of your shoulder, sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. Set up to unwind. Inhale, sweep your left arm open, find some free movement in your arm joints, and then release your hand to the earth. Let's go through 3 rounds of cat-cow with an accent on belly breath. Close your eyes. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, rotate your shoulders as far back as you can. Exhale, arch your back, round your chin to your chest. Breathe out of your belly as much as you can. Inhale, drop your belly, fill it with air, rotate your tailbone as high as you can. Exhale, arch your back, chin to chest, pull every drop of air out. One more time, inhale. This time, jut your bottom jaw towards the ceiling for a throat stretch. And exhale, arch your back, draw your chin to chest, tuck your toes, lift your hips, find downward dog. Close your eyes here, just so that our attention can stay inward. I have a habit of looking at my toenails that need clipped or the lint that's on my mat, and it's not always super useful first thing in the morning to start noticing these things, and you start writing on your to-do list, clip toenails. Let's focus on breath. Let's focus on sensation that's in the body. Focus on things that are useful in this moment. Okay, let's press back a little bit deeper to downward dog. Rotate your tailbone towards the ceiling. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Ujjayi breath. Breathe in through your nose. Gentle constriction in the back of your throat. Exhale out. Press a little bit deeper. Inhale, shift forward to high plank. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. One more time, high plank. This time lower halfway or all of the way. Your choice. Find low cobra, high cobra, or up dog. Pull your heart through, draw your shoulder blades back, and then make your way to downward dog. Full breath in through your nose. Run it out your mouth. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top. Find a halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Draw your nose to your shins. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Bring feet together. Grab your right wrist and pull yourself to the left side of the room as you exhale. Inhale, grow a little bit taller. Stay in the stretch. Exhale, sink just a little bit deeper. Nice, Allison. Inhale, back to center. Switch hands, pull up and to the right. Stay for a lengthening breath. Go a little bit deeper. Good, Kristen. Inhale, back to center. Reach. Gentle back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up. One more back bend. Stick your tongue out this time. Inhale, reach high. Hands together, forward fold. Find a halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Plant your hand, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward a few inches. Keep your elbows hugged in, lower halfway. Cobra or up dog. Inhale, peel your heart forward. Exhale to downward dog. Cleansing breath, breathe in. Open mouth. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step in. If you float, try to land softly. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Focus on your belly breath as you fold. All the way out. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Inhale, chair pose. Lift yourself up. Close your eyes and wiggle all of your joints. Move your toes, move your ankles, move your hips, your knees, lower back, mid back, Move your upper back, your shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingertips. Get your neck moving. Don't worry about what it looks like. Deepen your breath as you're here. Inhale back to chair pose. Drinking bird, exhale, sweep it back. Again, chair pose. Drinking bird, exhale. One more time, chair to bird. Up to mountain, inhale, sweep high. Back bend, tongue out. Inhale, reach up. Eyes closed, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Eyes closed, plant your hand, step or float back, high to low. Eyes closed for cobra or up dog. To downward dog. Now for an early morning practice, I usually like to keep eyes closed as much as possible. But of course, that's just an option to embellish your practice if you want to. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Tap knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, lift. Tap right shoulder, exhale. Inhale, lift. Left shoulder, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step between your hands. Set up crescent lunge. Take your time. There's no rush. Now, if you think crescent lunge is really easy, just try closing your eyes for a moment and notice that it becomes a balancing posture. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Engage both legs equally. Breathe. Inhale, reach a little bit higher. Exhale, open twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Be sure that your head is above your hips. And then gaze to your right thumb back as far as you can. Full breath here. Gaze a little bit further to the back. Nice, Stacy. Inhale back to center, both arms up. Airplane torso, exhale. 5-pointed star, inhale, open up. Give all of your joints a little shake. Try to get your hips to move, ankles, wrists to move. Good, and let's go for chest expansion. Hands together behind your back. Interlace. Turn toes slightly inward. Inhale, reach your mono fist towards the earth. Gaze up. Exhale, dive down between your legs. Top of your head towards the earth as your arms reach up and over. And just freestyle here for about 4 breaths. Maybe a side lunge, maybe a tick-tock, sway pendulum, whatever feels good. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. 2 more breaths. Is the temperature in here okay? Cool. I ask you as you're upside down in the most awkward shape. Let's gently release your hands to your lower back and then to the earth. Find a halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen your spine, reach the crown of your head forward. Forward fold, draw the top of your head towards the earth as far as you can, whatever means necessary. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Reposition your footing for warrior 2. Inhale, open up for warrior 2. And surf it out for 2 breaths. It's our first warrior 2 of the morning. Maybe first warrior 2 of the week or of the month. So just get to know it for a moment. Be sure that your front heel is in the same line as the arch of your back foot. Nice, Stacy. Good adjustment. Press down into your feet without gripping your toes. Maybe even wiggle your toes for a moment. Close your eyes. Add 10% effort and add 10% ease. Reverse warrior inhale. Side angle exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. One more time with your breath. To side angle. Here we will hold for 3 slow breaths. Option to modify half bind, full bind, any other variation. Choose what feels good. If you are choosing the half bind, press your right hand into your back to help rotate your right shoulder further back, left shoulder further under. Beautiful, everyone. Full breath. Slowly release from your variation. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Open up, give your joints a little shake. And then cartwheel to the front. Let's go left forearm down for side plank. Wave your right arm open. Flex your toes towards your shin. Press your feet down to lift your hips up. I usually like left forearm to be parallel to the top of the mat, but if it's straight, you just get an extra balance challenge. Wherever you are, press your feet down to lift your hips up. Option to send your gaze to the ceiling. Option to lift top leg. I see peace fingers to big toe here. Everything's good. Wherever you are, full breath in. Right arm down, high plank. Inhale, shift forward an inch. Lower with control, elbows in. Cobra, up dog, anything in between. And move it to downward dog as you exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Great breath, great focus. Fully in. Breathe in. Open mouth. One more time. Fill up. Sigh it out. Inhale, left leg high. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, lift. Good, Shannon. Tap left shoulder, exhale. Inhale, lift. Right shoulder. Lift. Step through, set up crescent lunge. Take your time. Once you feel strong in your crescent lunge, maybe remove your sense of sight. Deepen your breath. How can you find the fullest expression of this pose without holding any tension in your body? One more breath. Open your eyes. Inhale, reach up. Open twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Great movement, Jay. Deepen your breath here. Gaze to your left thumb. One more round of breath. Gaze a little bit further back. Back to center. Inhale, lift. Airplane torso. Exhale, sweep it back. 5-pointed star. Inhale, open up. Give your joints a shake. Good. Wide leg forward fold towards the earth. 30 seconds to freestyle. Choose what your body wants to do. If that's a side lunge, if that's a headstand, whatever you choose, I hope that it's intentional and suits your body's needs. How's your breath? Last round of breath. Those of you upside down, find your way back. Next inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, draw the top of your head down, down, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Reposition your footing for warrior two. Inhale, open up. Sink in, surf it out for 2 breaths. Then close your eyes. Get your muscles engaged a little bit more. And then relax your joints. Full breath in. Sink a little bit deeper. Reverse warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Again, reverse. Side angle. One more, reverse. Side angle. Hold for 3 breaths. Half bind, full bind, any variation goes. Wherever you are, Ujjayi breath. Suzanne, rotate right shoulder under, left shoulder back towards the mural. Last full breath. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Quick shake. Exhale, cartwheel to the front, right forearm down, left arm open. Flex your toes towards your shin, press your feet down to lift your hips up. Option to lift top leg, gaze to the ceiling. Wherever you are, let's take 2 slow breaths. Last full inhale, get bigger. Left arm down, high plank. Inhale, shift forward an inch. Lower. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Full breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, glide to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale, lift. Drinking bird, exhale. Q change, inhale, right leg up for staff pose. Hands to heart center. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Flex your toes towards your shin and sit down to one-legged chair. Option to stay here. Maybe sit a little bit deeper. Maybe find a forward fold. If the arm balance is in your practice, go for flying pigeon. We're all here for 3 breaths. Last round. Change. Inhale, rise back up to staff pose. Crescent with airplane torso, sweep it back. 5-pointed star. Inhale, open up. Warrior 2 to the back. Reverse warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Q change, reverse triangle, inhale. Triangle, exhale, pull hip back, reach your hand as far forward as you can, and then hinge open. Rotate right shoulder under, left shoulder back. Deepen your breath. Option to stay here for 5 breaths or find half moon if that's in the cards for you this morning. If you are choosing half moon, just remember to keep all 4 limbs equally engaged. Flex your left toes towards your shin. Rotate your left hip up towards the ceiling. Left hand a little bit higher. Good. And now breathe. Two more breaths. Find your edge. For the last breath, close your eyes. Woo! And slowly step it back. 5-pointed star. Inhale, open up. Cartwheel to the front. Freestyle for 4 breaths. Your choice, your route. That might be handstands. It might be child's pose. There's no right or wrong. Wherever you are, deepen your breath and keep your attention inward. Bring your attention back to your belly breath. Fully in, fully out. Belly breath in, belly breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold, tight squeeze, 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 squeeze. Chair pose, inhale, lift. Drinking bird, exhale. Left leg up for staff pose, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Cross left ankle over your right knee. Flex your toes towards your shin and begin sitting down into one-legged chair. Deepen your breath. Option for forward fold, flying pigeon if it's in your practice. We're all here for 3. Let's breathe together. Last round. Change with control, staff pose. Inhale, rise. Step back to crescent with airplane torso. 5-pointed star. Inhale, open up. Warrior 2 to the back. Here we go. Reverse warrior. Nice, Kendra. Exhale to side angle. Reverse triangle. Inhale. To triangle. Take your time. Pull your hip back. Reach your hand as far forward as you can. And then just hinge your arm down. The goal here is to get shoulders and hips stacked. So if you feel like your torso is dropping so much that it's preventing you from rotating your torso, maybe lift it up a few inches. It's not a goal about who can get the lowest or how low you can get. It is the goal to stack shoulders and hips. Imagine you're being pressed between 2 panes of glass. Excellent, everyone. Half moon if you're ready for it. 5 breaths. Flex your right toes vigorously towards your shin. Rotate your right hip back, left hip under. Deepen your breath. Beautiful. Now, if you're not wobbly in half moon, then I want you to challenge yourself by sending gaze to the ceiling. Close your eyes for 1 full breath. Slowly glide it back. Way to send it, Suzanne. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Open up. Cartwheel to the front. Freestyle for 4 breaths. Do your thing. So that's our flow today. We've gone through all of the postures. Now all we need to do is link motion with the breath. Let's find downward dog. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Out of your mouth. One more time, fill up. Open mouth. Good. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step. If you float, try to linger in the air for a minute. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Forward fold, squeeze. Chair pose, inhale, lift. Drinking bird, exhale. And let's actually slow this down just a notch. Inhale, right leg up for staff pose. Hands to heart center, cross ankle over knee. Sit low. Full breath here. Forward fold. We're just here for one breath. Slow rise to staff pose. Inhale, lift. This time to airplane, stay lifted. Warrior 3, reach your arms forward. Warrior 3, crunch, elbows to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, reach. Step back to crescent. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Give it a quick shake. Warrior 2 to the back. Let's stay for one breath. Reset if you need to. Reverse warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Reverse triangle, inhale. Triangle, exhale. Half moon or stay in triangle. Deepen your breath. We're here for 2 more. If you haven't fallen out of this pose yet this morning, close your eyes. Let go of the floor. I want you to fail at least once during this practice. It's good for us to get a little slice of humble pie early in the morning. Good. Gently glide back with control. Way to send it, everyone. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Cartwheel to the front. Freestyle for 2 breaths. Choose your route. All right, let's go through that flow one more time. Full breath in. Belly breath out. Inhale, look forward. Travel to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Let's slow it down. Inhale, chair pose. 3, 2, 1. Drinking bird. 3, 2, 1. Left leg staff pose. Slowly rise. Hands to heart center. Ankle over knee. Sit low. Full breath. Forward fold. Inhale, staff pose, lift up. Airplane, exhale, sweep back. Warrior 3, reach forward. Crunch it in, exhale. Reach. Glide back. 5-pointed, open up. Warrior 2 to the back. 1 breath. Relax your joints. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Reverse triangle. Triangle exhale. Half moon if you want it. Breathe. Good. Last 3 breaths here. Option to close your eyes. Find any other variation that you want to. Full breath. Glide back with control. 5 pointed, open up. Cartwheel to the front. Go through your last flow of the morning. Cleansing breath. Open mouth. One more time. Breathe in. Open mouth. Last time. Breathe in. Obnoxious roar or sigh. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Lower all the way down, all the way to your belly. Locust pose. Bring your hands by your hips, palms face down. Inhale, lift up for locust. Spread fingers and toes. Lengthen the back of your neck. Deepen your breath. Here for 4 more. Lift higher if you want. Higher still. Higher still. Fullest expression all the way. Release. Gaze to the right. Turn your gaze a little bit further. Next round is belly down freestyle. You can choose half locust with forearms together under your belly. You can choose floor bow. Bend your knees, grab your feet. Bound locust. If you're having decision fatigue, just do another round of regular locust. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Here for 5. Higher for 4. 3, 2, furthest expression. Release, gaze to the left. Woo! Nicely done, everybody. We're working hard this morning. Let's go for open wing and start with our cool down. Reach your right arm all the way out to the right side of the room. And then reach it another 2 inches out to the right. Roll open to your right side body and kick your left leg to the right. Close your eyes. Deepen your breath. Inhale, fill your belly and your right pec with air. Breathe out of your right shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingertips. 3 more times. Inhale, fill your belly and your right pec. Breathe out of your shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingertips. 2 more breaths. Breathe into your belly. Fill your right pec. Breathe out of shoulder, elbow, wrist, and out of your fingertips. 1 more time. Inhale, visualize air moving to your belly and your chest. And then visualize it moving out of your shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingertips. Lower back down to your belly. Let your arms rest by your sides. Gaze to the right for a moment. And just notice any difference between your left and your right arm. And then let's go for the second side. Reach your left arm all the way out. And then reach it another 2 inches. Roll open to your left side body. Close your eyes. Send your attention to your left pec, left shoulder. Deepen your breath. Inhale, fill your belly, fill your pec. Breathe out of your shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingertips. Again, fill your belly, fill your pec. Breathe out of your shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingertips. 2 more breaths as deep as you can. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingertips. Last round. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingertips. Lower back down to your belly. Flip over to your back. Freestyle for a moment. Do what your body wants to do. And then let's go for a bridge pose, but there's no rush. Bring a bend into your knees. Make sure your middle fingers can graze the back of your heels. Inhale, lift up as you feel ready. Hands together behind your back. Interlace your hands. Squeeze wrist forms and shoulders together. Maybe roll shoulder blades underneath your back. Breathe here for 5 more breaths, or set up full wheel if it's in your practice. Wherever you are, with each inhale, lift your hips a little bit higher by pressing your feet down. Three more breaths. Furthest expression all the way. Vertebra by vertebra, roll down from the base of your neck to the next 3 vertebra, to the next 3 vertebra, to the next 3. Try to let your lower back roll down before your tailbone does. Reclined pigeon, and we'll take it into toppled pigeon. So cross your right ankle over your left knee. Thread your right hand through the hole that you've made. Maybe grab your quad, maybe grab your shin, whatever feels right for you this morning. I personally like to keep toes flexed towards the shin. That way knees stay happy, but approach it however you want. Now it's interesting what a little bit of directed breath can do here, because obviously we can't breathe in and out of our right hip, but let's just see what happens when we do that through the mind's eye. So close your eyes. Send your attention to your right hip. Inhale, fill your right hip with as much air as you can. Imagine there's a small balloon there. Breathe out of your right hip. Let the balloon deflate. 2 more breaths. Inhale, fill your hip with air. Out of your right hip. 1 more time, as deep as you can. All the way out. Great. Now, just release the bind with your hands and let your left foot return to the earth. Right ankle will stay crossed over your knee. Bump your hips 2 inches to the right, and then topple your right foot and left knee over to the left side of the room. Now, ideally, we'll feel this in the IT band. If your right knee is facing towards the ceiling, you'll feel this in your right IT band. If you want a deeper stretch, you can always grab your right foot with your left hand and give it a little extra tug towards your left shoulder. Deepen your breath. Last round. Inhale, bring your gaze and legs back to center of the room. Counter stretch, let out a groan if you need to. And let's go into the second side. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Find your variation. Bring to mind the balloon in your left hip. Fill it with air. Out of your left hip. Again, fill up. Breathe out. One more time, all the way in. All the way out. Release the bind with your hands. Return your right foot to the earth. Keep the figure four, bump your hips to the left, and then topple your knee and foot over to the right. So I find the more that the left knee is facing the ceiling and maybe even pushing towards the back of the mat, the deeper the stretch gets. And if it's helpful to do the same thing here, maybe fill your left hip with air once again. Are you here for 2 more breaths? So that strategy or that technique of filling sensation with air is something that you can do in every single posture. All you have to do is visualize where you feel the sensation and imagine that space growing and shrinking with your inhale and your exhale. Whenever you're ready, bring it back to center. Counter stretch, and this is yogi playtime. If there's any final postures or movements that your body would like to go through, go ahead and find those now. Those of you tuning in online, just know that I will be playing singing bowls this morning, so you're welcome to either mute me or mute your Spotify playlist. It can sometimes just be a lot to have music and singing bowls going at the same time. We'll have about 5 minutes for Shavasana this morning. You are, of course, always welcome to stay here longer. There's nothing happening in this room for quite some time, so if your body's asking for a couple extra minutes, then you're more than welcome to stay here. There's no rush to leave. We're going to close our practice to 1 round of Wim Hof breath. If you've not done Wim Hof breathing before, all it is taking as deep of a breath in as you can, and then let the breath drop out. So there's just no force in the exhalation. You're just essentially opening your mouth and letting it go. We'll start slow, pick up the pace as we go, 40 rounds. Cleansing breath to begin. Breathe in. All the way out. All right, here we go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Keep going. 15. Deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way in. Hold at the top for as long as you can. This might be 15 seconds. It might be 90 seconds. Ultimately, it's not a competition. Just hold your breath as deep as you can. When your exhale comes, hold it at the bottom for another 10 seconds. And just breathe steady. Yogis, you're welcome to stay here longer if you'd like. If you're ready to begin moving again, start by deepening your breath. And bring movement into your body whenever it feels right. Seated position whenever you're ready. This morning we'll seal our practice to one round of Om. You're welcome to join in or just listen if you'd like. With your next inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Gather the energy that you've cultivated in this practice and draw it to your heart center. Inhale for Om. Breathe in. Om. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, bring your thumbs to your forehead. Bow to yourself and to your neighbors in gratitude. Namaste. I appreciate each of you coming out so early, braving the cold to commit to your practice, to fill up your cup before getting into the rest of your day. If you have any questions or feedback, please let me know. It's always helpful for me to know what you like, what you don't like. I'm still growing as a teacher, so it really is nice. If you have any time on New Year's Eve, we have some workshops happening. One that I'm really excited about, a breathwork workshop. I think that it's 6:30 to 8. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's all the information is on the wall and in the bathrooms. And I just hope to see all of you soon. Happy New Year. Thank God 2020 is almost over. Hopefully it's going to be a new chapter for us, or maybe even a whole new book. Cool. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you. If you need more time to meditate or lay down, the room is yours.